Okay, so last week I went round to one of my friends' houses and we decided we were going to watch a film. But that was as close as we got to a decision, because we then couldn't decide on a film to watch. We couldn't think of a film to watch. So one of them went, why don't we grab the movie cup? Now the movie cup is a great idea. The movie cup is a cup where all my friends have wrote down 5 movies and ripped them into a piece of paper, thrown them in the cup, and then we randomly pick one blindly and watch that film. It's really great. It just solves the problem instantly, so it makes a decision for you. As I was the guest in the house, it was my turn to pick from the cup, and I reached in, opened up and pulled Troll 2. Now, for those that don't know, Troll 2 is the worst film ever made. It actually almost has that accolade to itself. You can look at the Rotten Tomatoes ratings and the IMDb ratings, which I think I'll put up here for you. It's just an absolutely cataclysmically bad film, because it's just one long car crash. But it's not boring, it's really entertaining, or it's just full of really awkward moments between characters and actors and people, and it is insane. You are watching it going, did that person just say that? Did that person just do that? Why is that person doing that? It's just really odd. It's just really, really odd, and it's insane, and it has nothing to do with Troll 1. So anyway, afterwards, I find out that there's a documentary about this film, and I thought, you know what, I need to watch this because I have so many questions that need answering. So I went, found it, and put it on. 2009 Best Worst Movie is by Michael Stevenson, directed by him, and he should direct it as well because he was the lead role in the film back in 1990 when he was just a little boy. Now, my first problem that I had with this film, this documentary, is that you need to have seen Troll 2 to watch this documentary. It's never explained, the film, in great detail. If they touch on it a bit, they go into it a bit of the story, but in all honesty, considering it's a documentary about the film, I was shocked that actually there really wasn't much, they didn't really talk about it at all. And for me, that's a big no-no. A documentary should put its subject on the table, open it up and dissect it for every viewer to be able to watch and understand. And there was a lot that was being said in this film that clearly would just go over someone's head if they hadn't have watched it. So I thought that was a bit weird. And then we had problem number 2, because in actual fact it didn't talk about the movie much at all. So for someone like me who has watched it and has all these questions, I didn't get what I wanted. Instead, what we have here is a documentary about why and how this film has become a cult classic in America, and what the actors are up to now, and that's about it. It mostly follows George Hardy, who played the dad in the film, who had some incredible lines in the film, by the way, so I don't really blame them for picking him. He's one of the more memorable characters. He's a dead likeable guy, George Hardy. He's like us, he's the viewer. He is fascinated with how this film has got so big. He also finds it funny and awful at the same time. He's dead relatable, but at the same time, when it goes through all the actors, they only give a glimpse, really, of what it was like working on the set and working on the film. They don't really talk much about it. They talk then maybe, oh, then there was the first time I watched it, and then I turned it off because I was really embarrassed. They just don't really talk about it. And then you have Claudio, the director. Now Claudio is so up himself, it's untrue. He doesn't understand why it's funny at all. So he's going to they're doing big showings of Troll 2. Loads of people are showing up to watch it together, to laugh together at this one awkward long film. And he's there going, I don't understand that you're laughing at the wrong parts. You're laughing at these serious parts. But he thinks it's a genuinely good film, and that's a bit weird. And it's a bit weird when they do Q&As with the actors and the audience asking them stuff, and they are saying some of their memories of acting on the set. Claudio's going, no, that is a lie. No, he forgets. He forgets. They all saying the same story, Claudio. They're not lying. Something tells me you are. And he's also, his attitude, he just doesn't think there's any inconsistencies in the movie. George Hardy even points out something to him as well. I mean, there's one moment where a fan asks, and I think this is a perfectly reasonable question, why is it called Troll 2 when there are no trolls in it? Claudia responds by saying, you don't understand. He's just so dismissive. That's it. And I think therein lies the problem with this documentary and why it fails. I think the intent of Michael Stevenson was to answer questions like that, was to get answers, because as a young boy he just says he had no idea really what was going on. But then as he talks to the actors, he finds out they didn't really know too much either, that they had partial scripts, they didn't have full scripts. George Hardy had a full script. He said he sat down for hours, he couldn't really figure out what was going on. They all just kind of came on set, did their thing and left. And the only person who really knew what was going on was the director, and he just doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about his film in a negative light, and he thinks it's like a modern day Casablanca. And there are so many questions that I still need answering, like, why was popcorn flying around in the sex scene? Why does his dead granddad keep coming back from the grave? I mean, why was he back from the grave? Why can he see his dead granddad all the time? Why is it called Troll 2 when there's no trolls in it? And it has nothing to do with Troll 1. So, anyway, yeah. Stresses me out thinking about it. I give this 2 out of 5 docs. If you want to watch a documentary about a dentist called George Hardy, who leads a double life as a cult film classic icon, and you've seen Troll 2, then yeah, there's something in this for you. But if not, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably avoid it. I would just go, grab your movie cup, pull one out, and see what happens. Thanks for watching. See ya.